Hello, welcome everyone. Today I will be reviewing for you an African violet called Jolly Bells. It was hybridized by Hortense Pittman, the author of many beautiful African violet varieties, including the Jolly series of African violets. This variety, Jolly Bells, was registered with the African Violet Society of America in 2011 under the registration number 10441. I grew it from a leaf that I received from Tropical World Nursery last year in November of 2019. Jolly Bells is a miniature variety with light green plain foliage. They're very shiny leaves, very pretty, and it grows symmetrically into a beautiful rosette like all jollies do. African violet miniatures grow up to 6 inches in diameter of their single rosette. This is a very young plant, and at this point the rosette has grown up to 3.5 inches across, so it's a very small miniature size. Normally they grow in 1 to 2 inch pots, and this baby is growing now in a 3-ounce plastic cup. They're also called solo cups, and it's 2 inches in diameter. And this is the largest size it will need for the rest of its life. So I will keep growing it in a 2-inch pot. It just started its first blooming cycle, and the flowers of Jolly Bells are described as single white sticktite bells. As you see, in addition to white, it has some lavender in the throat of the bell or in the center. And I have another plant of this variety that has also some lavender in the blooms, but less so than the previous plant. So these have more white in them, and these have more purple, more lavender in them. And so I wanted to show you these two plants, and these are the only two plants of Jolly Bells that I currently have. Each of them is grown slightly differently. The temperature and the humidity levels are the same. It's 77 Fahrenheit right now, and normally it ranges from 65 in the winter time to 79 in the summertime, and the humidity is 55%. And I keep it in the range of 50 to 70% humidity, so that the violets grow in the humidity levels that are comfortable for them. However, they grow with the different watering methods and at different light, and I wanted to show you how that changes their growth habits. So as I mentioned, this plant has more purple or more lavender color in the blooms, and it has a rosette that is more symmetrical than this one, slightly more, because you see this one is leaning a little bit to the side. So this one stands further away from the sunlight, and it receives the west-facing window natural light and some of the LED light that is a combination of 65K cool white light and 3000K warm yellow light. And the blooms on this one have more white in them. Also, it is wick watered. You see the roots there? How powerful they are on this miniature variety. It's amazing. And this plant is top watered. So as you see, there's no wick in here. It just grows in a solo cup, and I water it from the top. And this plant grows on the east facing window, as opposed to this plant growing on the west facing window. And it is supplemented with the LED light. However, the color temperature of the LED light for this plant is 5000 K, as opposed to a combination of 65 K and 3000 K for the white one. 5000 K is a daylight color temperature. So different light, different watering method, same temperature and same humidity. And we got slightly different results. The bellflowers are not large. They're about half of an inch tall. And here they are in comparison to a dime coin. They're very cute. They have wavy edges, and there are many of them. For the first blooming cycle, I would say this is a prolific bloomer. And the bloom stalks are average length or height. They elevate the blooms really nicely. And overall, this hybrid produces a very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing look. Whether when it blooms or whether it's just leaves, the symmetry of the leaves is really beautiful. I fertilize both of these plants the same. The fertilization liquid in the wicking reservoir and the liquid that I use to water, or the solution of the water with the fertilizer that I use to water this plant from the top, contains this fertilizer at 1/4 teaspoon per gallon of water, and it's Dynagrow liquid plant food at 7:95 ratio of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And sometimes I alternate it with a balanced fertilizer called Jack's Classic All-Purpose at the ratio of 20-20-20 of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. And I use 1/8 teaspoon per gallon of Jack's. So here it is again, Jolly Bells, a beautiful miniature by Hortense Pittman. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I do. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay safe and be well. And if you'd like to stay tuned for my future videos, please subscribe.